Good afternoon, folks. My name is Kurt Hitzemann, County Court Judge here in Hernando County. You folks are here for your first appearance. Purpose of the first appearance is so that you may be informed of the charges against you. We'll determine if probable cause exists for those charges. Probable cause simply means it's more likely than not that a crime has occurred, more likely than not you're the person who committed that crime. Of course, as you stand before me this afternoon, I presume that you're innocent of these allegations. That presumption of innocence will stay with you through every stage of the proceedings unless and until the State Attorney's Office is able to prove the allegations against you beyond and to the exclusion of a reasonable doubt. We'll set your conditions of pretrial release this afternoon. That is your bail or your bond. In most cases, you've got a bond set already pursuant to the bond schedule here in the 5th Judicial Circuit, or the warrant which led to your arrest. I'll determine if that bond should be raised or lowered or left the same, or whether there'll be additional conditions of pretrial release placed upon you. We'll let you know when your next court date will be, and if you'd like to have the services of the public defender, I'll gladly appoint the PD to represent you this afternoon. You do have a right to have contact with folks on the outside, family, friends, counsel. Finally, and most importantly, advise that you do have an absolute right to remain silent with regard to the facts which surround your arrest. I encourage you to do that. These proceedings are being recorded. In addition, there is an assistant state attorney in the courtroom with me. If you say something that tends to incriminate you, they will use it against you in the prosecution down the road. I now need each and every one of you to please raise your right hands and be sworn. You all solemnly swear, affirm, tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Outstanding. When you hear your name called, you can step forward to the podium. Justina Haggard. Afternoon, Justina. What's your date of birth?
7/26/1990.
Justina, I have two new charges today. I've got a DUI and driving on a suspended license. There's probable cause for those charges. Then it appears that you are currently on felony probation. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So there's a probable cause arrest for the violation of probation. As to those charges, you're going to represent yourself. You want to hire private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
It's public defender, sir.
I'm going to appoint the public defender. On the two new cases, which are misdemeanors, I'll set your bond at $2,000 on each charge. That's a total of 4. I'm going to have you back in court on those on August 6th. The probation violation, of course, the bond is no bond. You'll be back in court on that on August 12th, and the public defender is going to come see you in court about all your charges before you go to court, all right? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Juan Huertas. Do we know, Mike, if the interpreter's on the way?
Yes, sir.
Juan, what's your date of birth?
On 10/8/88.
You're here on a charge of retail theft. There's probable cause for the charge. As to that charge, you want to represent yourself. You're going to hire private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
Hey, public defender, sir.
I'll appoint the PD. State.
Yes, he
Sir?
has.
Hang on.
He has a trespass from this year, fleeing or eluding a law enforcement officer 2 times in 2024, a duelist in 2024, and 1 time in 2017, which was a withhold. Drug possession of controlled substance in 2024, obstructing justice in 2024, resisting an officer in 2024, 2012, and 2008, 2 batteries in 2024, providing a false name to a law enforcement officer in 2024, possession of marijuana in 2023, a DUI in 2024, smuggling contraband in 2019 and 2020. 1 was transferred to another court. Larceny in 2020, possession of a firearm in 2020, grand theft in 2019, cocaine, sell and possession in 2015. 1 was transferred to another court, possession of heroin 2008, and no registration and no driver's license 2007.
Juan, have you been staying anywhere particularly or living outdoors? What's going on?
No, sir. I'm on the street. I'm on the street right now.
Okay. Are you working at all?
No, sir.
Okay. I'm going to leave your bond at the $500, Juan. I'll have you back in court on the 6th of August. If you get out, you should contact the PD right away. If you can't get out, they'll come see you at the jail, all right?
All right, sir.
Thank you. Michael Nazario.
Yes, sir.
What, Michael, date of birth?
All states 08/2007.
You're here on a warrant that was signed by Judge Toner. He found probable cause for 3 charges, 2 counts of aggravated battery, and 1 count of discharging a firearm in public As to those charges, you wish to represent yourself, you're gonna hire private counsel, would you like the public defender?
Public defender, sir.
I'll appoint the PD, state.
He has a robbery with a deadly weapon in 2021, and he was adjudicated delinquent in juvenile court for that. And that's it.
And young man, I have an address for you on Bromley Ave in Spring Hill, is that where you live?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been there?
Couple years now.
And are you in school or working? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm in school still. Like, I'm homeschooled.
All right, as to the 2 counts of aggravated battery, what's aggravated battery, aggravated assault, and discharge. As to the 2 aggravateds, I'll set the bond at $10,000 each, $2,000 on the discharging. That's a total of $22,000. Condition of those bonds is that while the charges are pending, you'll have no contact with DeAndre Manor or Elias Pantuvakis or their families. No contact means no contact of any kind. You don't call, you don't write, you don't email, you don't text message, you don't contact them through social media. Don't go where they live, don't go where they work. You don't have any contact of any kind. Any way that you might imagine having contact with them, I forbid you to do that. If you have contact and we find out about it, your bond will be revoked and you'll be held without bond until the charges are resolved. I'm going to have you back in court on August 12th. If you bond out, it's very important that you contact the public defender right away, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Benjamin Rudisell. Want to start what you did at birth?
9/10/91.
Benjamin, I have 2 charges today. I have a felony domestic battery by strangulation and a violation of an injunction. There's probable cause for those charges. As to those charges, you wish to represent yourself, you're going to hire private counsel. Would you like me to appoint the public defender?
Public defender.
I'll appoint the PD, state.
He has a tampering or harassing a witness in 2023, which resulted in a withhold, and he has a history of mental health issues as well.
And Benjamin, I have an address for you on Culbreth Road. Is that where you live?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been there?
6 years.
And you're working it all right now?
Just online.
All right. On the domestic battery by strangulation, I'll set the bond at $5,000. Condition of that bond is that while the charge is pending, you'll have no contact with Mr. Rodriguez. Did you hear me explain no contact?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand that?
Yes.
In addition, it means no contact even if she wants to contact. So if you answer your phone and hear her voice, you should hang up. If you're out and about and see her, turn around and run the other way. You also need to understand that she cannot drop the charge against you. That's not a decision she gets to make. She might go to the state attorney's office and ask them to drop the charge, but that decision belongs solely to the assistant state attorney handling your case. So unless that person or the judge on your case or your lawyer tell you the charges are dropped, you should assume they are not dropped and you should not have contact. In addition, I have to hold you today up until 4 p.m. so that if she wants to serve you with a civil injunction, we know where to find you. That case is coming back on the 12th of August. As to the other case, I'll set the bond at $1,000 with the condition that you have no contact with Seth. That case is coming back on the 6th of August. Very important if you get out that you contact the public defender right away, okay?
Okay, thank you.
And Tommy Agosto, he's still in the hospital, Joe?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see. And he's here in 3 cases where he has warrants. One is an FTA signed by Judge Bell, one and the other 2 are FTAs signed by Judge Barbie. As to the Judge Barbie cases, I'll appoint the public defender. Rachel, are we sending these to drug court or back to circuit court? Or Does anybody else? I just saw Judge Barbie signed them. I don't know if that's where it came from.
Back to Toner, August 11th, 9 a.m.
Toner.
Yep.
So on the circuit cases, I'll leave the bonds on those at no bond. They'll both all be coming back August 11th at 9 in front of Judge Toner. On the misdemeanor case, I'll leave the bond per Judge Bell's warrant, which is $10,000, and that one's coming back on the 6th of August. And my interpreter is en route to jail, so hang on.
No problem.
All right. Yader Guerra.
Hello.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your date of birth?
Buenas tardes, señor. ¿Cuál es su fecha de nacimiento?
11/02/1991.
11/02/1991.
So you're here on a warrant that I signed.
Señor, usted se encuentra aquí por una orden de arresto que yo emití.
I found probable cause for a violation of probation.
Yo sí hallo que hay motivo fundado por estar en violación de su libertad probatoria.
Probation is recommending that you do 30 days in the county jail.
El Departamento de Libertad Condicional está recomendando que usted cumpla 30 días en la cárcel del condado.
Something different?
Yes, Your Honor. He finished off his evaluation as of last week. So,
Can we terminate him?
yes, sir.
I take that back.
Ha dicho el alguacil ahora que usted ya cumplió todas sus condiciones la semana pasada y van a terminar su libertad probatoria.
So, sir, I'm going to terminate your probation successfully. You'll be released on your own recognizance, and you don't have to come back to court.
Entonces, señor, voy a terminar su probatoria con éxito y usted lo voy a poner en libertad bajo su propia palabra y no tiene que volver al tribunal.
¿Cómo? Repíteme eso.
Can you repeat that, please?
Yep. Your probation is being terminated successfully.
Se va a terminar su libertad probatoria con éxito.
You're going to be released from jail without paying a bond.
Usted va a salir de la cárcel sin tener que pagar fianza.
And this court case is over. You don't have to come back.
Y este caso se termina y no tiene que volver.
Ok, gracias.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
De nada.
Thanks, Yale.
Thanks, Your
We have Randall Mullins, 25 CT 997, St. Louis. So,
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Mr. Carroll.
Mr. Mullins is present. We're just asking for the capias to be recalled and his change of plea for running time started one day
Okay.
to Willis.
Give me the case number again.
It's 25 CT 0997.
Mr. Reed. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
State your name.
Randall S. Mullins.
Mr. Mullins, you understand by entering a plea today, you give up the right to have a trial by jury, the right to confront the witnesses against you, the right to remain silent, but you want to give up those rights so we can resolve this today?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Case number 25 CT 997 as to the charge that you drove. Knowing your license was suspended or revoked, how do you wish to plead? You may plead no contest.
No contest. No contest.
Accept that plea, find it was freely and voluntarily made. I will adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 1 day, credit for 1 day served. Finding court costs is $450, $100 for the public defender's office, $50 for the night in jail. That takes care of it, Randall. I'm going to recall the capias I issued last week. We're going to get some fingerprints, and then we're going to give you some paperwork.
Okay.
You're going to want to keep that with you,
All right.
physically on your person for about 3 days, okay?
Okay.
It takes a few days for that warrant to get out of the system.
Mm.
If you should bump into law enforcement for any perfectly innocent reason and they run your name, they'll see that warrant.
Yeah.
This paperwork will keep you out of jail, okay?
All right. I
All right,
appreciate
you're
it.
good. You're good to go.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yep. And then Rachel, can I have a case number on Mr. Guero's
Yes.
misdemeanor?
25 MM 1949.
Okay. And then 25 MM 1949, now that the fog has cleared, I will set a bond for him of $1,000. And contact will be pursuant to any order that Judge Merritt makes with regard to contact in his felony case.
We need a new court date for the misdemeanor.
We set him a court date today, didn't we, Aaron? Then we set him for the 19th?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Yeah, we set him for pretrial. We did that much.
Okay.
Very good.